Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for stopping by. Today what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the newest weekly update money making opportunities for players in the game, whether you're a solo player, whether you're with friends. We have a lot of different stuff. We're going to be talking about 5 individual money making methods in this video. Nothing super insane, but there's a lot of variety this week and it all has to do with legal money making. So depending on the type of player you are, if you are looking for super high action, you know, like clandestine operations, high stakes heists, missions that are action packed, this isn't necessarily your week. That being said, if you're a newer player or you're just someone who wants to chill out and play this game and just kind of distract yourself and entertain yourself, this could actually be a pretty decent week because we have lots of pretty decent ways to make money. Again, nothing that's going to beat the meta ways of making money on any normal weekly event, regardless of the weekly update bonuses, but these are some ways you can make, you know, I would say upwards of $350 to maybe even $500,000 an hour. So let's jump into all of them. First up on today's list, you have the legit money that comes from washing customers' cars, and this goes into your hands-on car wash wall safe, or just your normal safe here because it's not really in the wall. Either way, this safe will accumulate income for you from all of your other businesses in the game. So if you go here and you hit left on the D-pad to view daily income, or if you're on mouse and keyboard, you can hit Q and bring up the entire list. You can see here everything, all of your other businesses, bunker, garment factory, bail office, salvage yard, warehouses, etc. You can see which ones are linked right here as soon as you open up the safe. And basically the daily income from each business is going to vary. Some give you $1,000 per in-game day here, and other ones give you a little bit more, a little bit less. Others may give you $1,500. Others may give you a little bit less. Of course, those are just the single money payouts. So when you double them for this week, the agency, $3,500 a day with double money is really, really nice. And as you can see, my heat is maxed out on these two, so I'm not generating money from these right now. But either way, you have all of these other businesses to enjoy. And I think this is going to be the biggest money maker for everyone this week. Also, if you have your special cargo warehouses, you can see that I don't have small and medium because I only have 4 large warehouses. Your car wash safe is only going to accumulate passive income from one of each type. For example, if you have all 5 large warehouses, you only get to link 1. If you have 3 large warehouses and 2 medium warehouses, well then you'll get, again on single money, not the double money, but as you can see right here, we can get $3,000 from the large warehouse, and then if we had a medium-sized warehouse, we'd get $2,500 from that, and if you had a small warehouse, you'd get $1,500 right there. This means that someone with all 3 types of warehouses will get more passive income in the car wash wall safe than a player with 5 large warehouses, which is kind of a little bit ridiculous and makes no sense, but hey, Rockstar's gonna Rockstar. Do I recommend you go out and get rid of a large warehouse and trade it in for a smaller medium? Absolutely not. You'd make way more sourcing cargo and having your tech source cargo to those large warehouses. Don't worry about the wall safe. I'm just trying to give you, you know, an idea of like, for some reason Rockstar has these classified differently. I would just worry about, you know, the $1,500 from a large warehouse, which of course for this week with double money is $3,000. As you can see, I just went through one in-game day and I got $60,500. That would equate to $30,250 for one daily payout, and that's completely passive income. I own every single business there is, and that's what you can expect if you have every single business in the game. No, it's not absolutely amazing, but think of it as a discounted version of the nightclub wall safe, especially on single money. But this week with double money, it's actually better than the nightclub wall safe. That's going to give you $50,000 every single in-game day if you're maintaining 90% popularity or higher. But of course, with this week's double money on the car wash, you're getting almost, or either a little bit over, a little bit under $60,000, depending on if you have all the businesses. Now, remember, the car wash wall safe capacity is $100,000. That doesn't double or increase with this at all. So you need to make sure you're doing one run back to your car wash wall safe and collecting that one payout that shows up here every single in-game day. Because if you wait for the second payout, yeah, you'll hit the cap of $100,000, but you're not going to have $120,000 sitting in the safe. You're only going to have $100,000. So you're sacrificing basically $20,000 from that. You should have, or I should have $121,000 by day 2 because $60,500 times 2 is $121,000. But guess what? If I wait, the safe is just going to cap at 100K. So if you don't have GTA Plus, or if you're on old gen consoles, of course, or legacy PC like I am, you have to physically travel back, which is a little bit annoying. If you have GTA Plus and you're on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, or of course PC enhanced, well, good for you, because you can just collect all your wall safe money, including your car wash, directly off your Vinewood Club app, right on your cell phone. So that makes it super easy to stay on top of. But if you're a broke boy like me, or just a noob who's still sitting back on old gen, I mean, I just like legacy anyway. I don't like the way enhanced looks on PC. It's just blurry. The anisotropic filtering sucks, even if you adjust the depth of field. Even the resolution looks really bad. Like, I have to basically render the game at 4K and then still put my display resolution to 1440p, which is what my monitor is, for it to actually look sharp and like it should be, which just results in reduced frames because I'm rendering the game at 4K. I should be able to just render it at 1440p, but it looks super, super blurry and fuzzy and just doesn't look good. Anyways, rant aside, that's why I stick to legacy. But hands-on car wash is pretty good for passive money this week. If you thought, you know, nightclub wall safe is good for passive money, well, this week with the double money, it's definitely good here at the hands-on car wash. For taxi work this week in GTA Online, of course, this activity is double money. For some reason, Rockstar didn't make it double RP as well, but as it stands right now, taxi work for money is on bonus. You can go to the downtown cab company location if you just want to use the normal taxi cab they provide to you. You can also use your Arena Wars taxi, the Ennis Hardy, now that that's been added to the game, because you can get a taxi livery for it. Or something crazy, which we're going to try today, is the Ubermax Cypher Drift Taxi. You need to apply the drift tuning upgrade, then apply the drift taxi livery to the Ubermax Cypher, and you can deliver customers to their destinations that way. And that would make taxi work even more entertaining. So that's what we're gonna try and do today. All you have to do is honk the horn, and you should get some alert. There we go. You honk the horn, you can start taxi work, take customers to their destinations as usual. This is the same as any normal taxi work. It's not like the activities are different, but the driving experience will be much different because you're using a drift vehicle. I don't know why you'd want to drift around. You can't use the normal Ubermax Cypher to do this, just because the only way to get this livery is to do the drift upgrade. So you can see, like, you're gonna crash a lot. I'm not even used to driving that many drift vehicles, but overall, just for normal taxi work, whether you're doing this stupid method like I am just to have some fun, to make it more entertaining for you guys, or normal, you know, taxi work already received a triple money buff with the bottom dollar bounties DLC, so it's a lot better than it was when it was originally added to the game in like February or March of 2023, and you can earn almost $300,000 an hour. You need to do 10 fares first to max out your fare payout. That will be around $90,000 total, but after that, you can earn almost $100,000 every 20 minutes doing taxi work right there. So we'll just pull up next to this customer, honk the horn, and tell them to get in. $300,000 per hour is pretty amazing for this simple kind of content. It's extremely effective for new players and even longtime players who want to just play some other parts of GTA Online, of course, just besides Caio Perico, Dr. Dre, any of the normal high action money making stuff like you would like to do. Combine that with your 6 times money taxi work, with your passive income businesses like the bunker, the acid lab, your nightclub, and earn tons of money fast and easy this week. And of course, you know, it's just very beginner friendly. It's another legal avenue to make money in this game. And I gotta say, between the drift upgrade on the Ubermax Cypher and the fact it's raining and I'm carrying a customer, I gotta be careful because this thing is absolutely impossible to control, and you'd probably just be better off with the normal taxi. Or if you've reached, what is it, rank 5 in Arena Wars, do the Arena Wars taxi right there. But I just wanted to see how this would be, so let me do a little time lapse and see if I can make it to my destination without absolutely killing the passenger in my car here. I actually can't confirm if the Ennis Hardy you need to do like drift upgrades to, or if you could just apply a taxi livery, but that may be the meta if you don't need to do a drift upgrade vehicle, because let me tell you, this Ubermax Cypher is not it. If you're a better drifter in this game than I am, maybe you'd be just fine, but like for taxi work, I don't want to deal with slipping and sliding all over the place. But there you go. I mean, you just do normal taxi work and you'd be making that amount of money just for driving these people around. The only bad thing about taxi work is when you have to get taken up north, they will never take you back to the city. It's extremely rare for them to do that. You could do a few deliveries nearby, and then already you could see we're already going out of the city at the first delivery. So that's just going to extend the time it takes for me to build up my fare and tip bonuses before we can actually start making a lot of money with taxi work. Because once you quit it, you have to build up that momentum again to build up your fare payouts and your tips. If you're gonna do taxi work, I'm saying you should commit to doing it for an hour or two. Don't just try and hop on and do a couple jobs, because that's completely pointless. You need to build up that momentum, build up your fare bonus. That way you can make some real money with it. Another content activity on Double Money for this week is the Quickiepharm deliveries, and this is once again new content that's featured in the Money Fronts DLC. Basically, with these, you come to this icon on the map for the Quickiepharm right here. You can see it, and we're just south of, you know, the Vinewood, Los Santos Customs. But you come to this location, and it's very simple. You'll be delivering medical supplies from this Quickiepharm office to 6 random drop-off points around the city. I actually need to leave my CEO because I flew over here. And think of it like a speed run, but with a bonus twist. Basically, with these deliveries, if you're traveling under 6 miles or 1 kilometer, you get $5,000. If you're traveling 0.6 to 2.5 miles or 1 to 4 kilometers, you know, thereabouts, you're making $10,000. And then for $15,000 payouts, that's over 2.5 miles away or over 4 kilometers away. And you can see we're going almost, well, actually, we're getting the big payout for this one. When I did this the first time, I've only done this activity once, and I was going around the city super fast, super easy, rapid fire, you know, basically deliveries and drop-offs, and then the last one took me really far up north. This time we're going far up north from the very beginning. You don't want to crash, just like the safeguard deliveries, because you can see we just damaged some of the goods, and that could reduce our payout if we damage them too much. I don't know why it's telling me to go that way. I can just get on the highway over here. But either way, with these deliveries, you earn 300 RP per delivery and an extra 100 after completing all 6. After that, of course, you know, the Quickiepharm delivery will officially end, and you need to start it over. Your goal is just to finish all 6 of the drop-offs in under 10 minutes, and if you do that, you'll maximize your earnings. You'll unlock this Quickiepharm livery for your Sentinel GTS after 5 full runs. Damages on the car, like I said, reduces your supplies bar. That's going to cut into your final payout, so keep that in mind. Drive clean, drive fast. I'm not a good driver in this game. It is what it is. But you can start a new delivery immediately after finishing one. There's no cooldowns or anything like that. It's fast-paced, low commitment, another decent moneymaker to combine with the safeguard deliveries, which we're going to be talking about, or the pizza deliveries for variety. And don't forget the weekly challenge for this week as well. If you complete it, if you do 5 Quickiepharm deliveries, you will complete the weekly challenge, which is giving you a $100,000 reward. So at the very least, it's probably worth just doing that to make the 100 grand on top of all the extra payouts for all the places you're delivering these Quickiepharm supplies and products to. Here we are coming up on destination number 1. You have to drive into the Corona, get out, and then bring the case to the actual door. You get the same animation of you walking into an interior, something like that. Well, there you go. That's one delivery. That's the $15,000. You can quit it at any time, and you can see we got an extra minute or minute and a half on the clock for making that delivery. And so, you know, there's no stress about wasting time or anything like that, or running out of time. And now we're going all the way back. But it's nice because we're doing this drive and we'll make an extra $15,000 from this. But I think you get the point for this video. I'll just end it right there, and we can just quit this delivery by holding the button. Quit it, delivered $15,000 just for 2.5 minutes right there for doing that one delivery. Next up, we have to talk about these pizza deliveries here. There are 3 locations you can deliver pizzas for across the map. There's the Vinewood location, Legion Square, as well as Vespucci Beach. Each one is going to give you 5 pizza deliveries in the city, so no long drives north of the city out to the desert. The routes rotate between, you know, preset city zones, and you don't really have repeat stops or anything like that. Right now, with the double payouts, each delivery pays out about $4,600 plus a $20,000 bonus if you finish all 5 within 10 minutes. That's around $43,500 per run right there, or nearly $130,000 if you do all 3 back-to-back for those restaurants. With smart routing and of course your own upgraded pizza delivery scooter, because that's one you could buy off Southern San Andreas Super Autos, for example, you can make around $330,000 to $430,000 an hour depending on your speed with the double money. And the heat meter is basically how you want to ensure your max payouts. Basically, it's a 10-minute soft timer right there. As long as you're not AFK, you'll clear it easily. Your pizza shop is going to go on cooldown after you do a run for it, but like I said, there's 3 total, so you can rotate all of them with no downtime. And if you do 5 pizza deliveries, you'll get the trade price for the Pegassi Pizza Boy scooter, which is fully customizable, and it makes it a little bit better. And if you do 50 deliveries, you'll earn the Pizza This outfit as a platinum reward. They're fun, they're fast enough, you know, if you're just looking for like a little bit of fun to do. especially with the week's money bonuses. This is really the only time I would recommend you do it, and it's great to combine with some of the other activities that we're talking about today. I'm just driving out to one of the far out locations just for the sake of this video. I don't even think I'm gonna do the full run, but I just kind of wanted to showcase to you like the process. You're not fighting any enemies on the way or anything like that. You're just driving around a pizza scooter delivering pizzas, and that's it. So we're dressed, you know, in full thermal quad NVGs, or I guess, yeah, thermals, and yeah, there we go. So that's one. You can see our tips, you can see the payout right there, and you get that basically every single delivery. So you do that 5 times, or up to 15 total if you do all 3 restaurants right there. These safeguard deliveries are another way to stack some money this week in GTA, and they're more of a new content activity, and we discussed them recently, so I figured I'd just load them at the end of this video. But you'll either be working with the group sec security, or of course Bobcat security, delivering high value cargo like jewelry, antiques, and even hazardous materials across Los Santos. You could see the group sec's location right here to do these security missions or the safeguard deliveries, and then the Bobcat security safeguard deliveries are down here at the docks, basically, or yeah, the docks essentially. So once you arrive, you're just gonna run in here to the Corona, and you can begin transporting the high value goods. Now each run with the double money is gonna be paying out $33,000 to $40,000 plus 2,000 RP. But here's the catch: your payout is gonna drop if your vehicle gets damaged, so of course you need to drive carefully with that. And you'll also get a heads up from the security company mid-mission warning you about enemies that are trying to intercept the cargo. You don't have to worry about their gunshots affecting it, you just have to worry about you crashing the van. So honestly, you don't even need to fight them, because if you turn around and look to shoot them, stuff like that, you're just gonna risk crashing the van and losing some of the money. And if you finish 5 runs for either company, you'll actually unlock some cool clothing and outfits. You'll either unlock the Defender for group sec security, or the Bobcat security driver outfit for doing 5 deliveries for that one. And the best part with all this is that there's no cooldown with these missions. So once you finish a delivery, you can just immediately start the next one, and you can chain those runs back to back for some solid cash every single hour. Obviously, these missions are super low stress. You get some steady income. They're perfect for newer players or beginners who are just looking to mix in a little bit of like just driving and action while still making good money and taking advantage of some double money bonuses. So there you go. Here's the company warning us about the incoming enemies, which again, we're not really going to pay attention to too much. And the total delivery distance is only less than 2 miles, so it's honestly not that bad. Here we are coming up at our delivery destination. Like I said, here we go. Of course, that car turned right into me. I only lost $20 for that, and then one of the bikes hit me as well, so I lost $20. So we're only down $40 for this mission, which isn't absolutely terrible. Of course, I would have liked to just get it perfect for the video, but it is what it is. We delivered the high value goods, and that is it. Just quick, simple, easy. This one only took me, you know, 2.5 minutes to drive up the road. We're driving a slow security van. I'm also driving up a hill, and we made $36,000 right there. We are going to be wrapping things up right here, though, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Feel free to check out my social medias like Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Specifically twitch.tv/HazardOusHDTV, because I live stream GTA Online, and I will read every single chat message. Again, really appreciate all the support here on the channel. Also, if you want some short form rapid fire tips, tricks, news, updates, leaks, guides, and more in regards to GTA Online, I upload 2 TikToks as well as YouTube shorts every single day as well. So have a fantastic day. Enjoy the weekly update money bonuses, even though they're not that impressive. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Got some big ones this weekend, so definitely don't miss out. Adios, amigos.